Welcome, beautiful souls. Welcome to the Heart Led, Soul Fed podcast. This is a show that explores how we spiritually and practically embody a life that's heart led and soul fed. Hello, I'm psychic medium Christine Gold, and I guide empaths to heal their unworthiness wound, overwhelm, and anxiety and step into who they truly are at a soul level. Wow, this is my first episode for 2025. I'm super excited to be here. I hope your January is going really well. I wanted to record just an audio for today, and I follow the amazing, I call her my spiritual auntie, Carolyn Miss, MYSS. I was listening to her talk about January and some of the people that she follows and that inspire her. And she had shared a poem, well, she calls it a prayer, doesn't matter, by Thomas Merton. And he says, "This day will never come again." Now, I've talked about having the attitude of gratitude and practicing having a gratitude journal and ending and beginning your day with gratitude. Like, thank you for waking me up because I received a gift that many did not. And if we really bring it back down to basics, healthy body, healthy mind, being able to move my body, these are really important markers on our journey. And I wanted to share a spiritual truth, knowing that this day is unlike any other day and it will never be seen again. What do we call that? Presence? Yes. Because you're not living in the past and you're not looking to the future. You're in the now moment. And of course, we all hear these, or we see this online, or we hear this from people: new year, new me, resolutions. So instead of resolutions, because they really set us up to fail. And there's nothing wrong with failure. That's something that school did not teach us, is how to fail. So if we did, then we thought that we were wrong or we were dumb or whatever negative self-talk we would talk ourselves into. So I really want to share that I resolve. I intend to live and be present each day. Living life on my terms, not somebody else's or what I see on social media or what my friends or family, media try to tell me. But it's how, I intend to live and how I intend to be present. And that looks different for everyone. And there's no right or wrong way. I intend to live in spiritual alignment with God, allowing the path to unfold in ways my ego cannot dismiss or explain. Because that's really what the ego is great at talking you out of things, especially if it's outside your comfort zone, it's on the fringe. And let me tell you, when I first started out in 2017, the ego was the enemy. I get it. That's part of the spiritual journey, the spiritual awakening, the dark night of the soul. We realize that, we've been in this program, we've been programmed, we've been conditioned, we've been lied to, and we've even lied to ourselves. And knowing the ego is now, it's a protection system. It is your spine. I call it the spine. It doesn't block my third eye anymore. And that's the issue for many of us because we are spiritually corrupt. We are in a spiritual crisis. And spirituality, there's so many labels. It's not a religion. It's about coming back to who you truly are. Who are you? And a lot of us cannot answer that question. I get it. So we're on this discovery, reconnection. And all, part of that is to be patient and compassionate with yourself and compassionate with others, because your journey is different from someone else's. It cannot all be black and white. And we want to talk about authenticity. To be authentic is to be vulnerable and going there. And maybe you get hurt. And then maybe you recognize, okay, I know all about the red flags. I'm going to look for the green flags. I'm going to look for what lights up, what feeds my energy grid, what does not deplete me. And I'm going to be accountable and responsible in every way. Self-reflection. I mean, when you spend time outside in nature with animals, around water, around trees, around flowers, around herbs, crystals, all of these things, sound healing, sound frequencies, all of these things, all of these beautiful things that are part of the new earth activation is creating a higher consciousness, a higher vibration. And that's really about awareness. And there's going to be hard truths. Not everything is rainbows and unicorns. Let me tell you, when you look and you accept and you realize, yeah, there's some things I've been lying to myself about, and there's things I've lied to others about. Let's bring in integrity. What do we stand for? What do you stand for? What do you stand for? Because if you don't know, then you will fall for everything. So you might want to start a list of what's acceptable in your life and what isn't. And then you really will learn to serve and not be depleted. And you will really realize what your boundaries are. And maybe you don't know. You need to, you would want to practice this and instill them. And some people are not going to like that because you're changing. And then that means that they have to change or not. That's their journey. However, they cannot utilize you the way they used to. They cannot access you the way that they used to. And people will be sad and some will be angry. And that's fine. And we really have to let go of toxicity in every form. In every form, people, places, things. And decluttering. I mean, this is a great time. January is for hibernation. It's hermiting, creating a hermitage, going back to the basics, starting from ground zero, building a foundation, and tuning into yourself. And that will allow your intuition to come through. You'll know yourself better. You will realize how much potential you have, and that you don't need to look on the outside for answers. You have all of the inner wisdom and guidance. And I feel it's really good to speak, not to be heard, off your soapbox, just to speak, rather to be healed. And 2025, I did not post my 2025 annual vision update for the year. You will find it on YouTube, why 2025 is the year of sound. So I'm talking about our voices, speaking our truth, speaking our stories, sound bowls, sound frequencies, tuning forks, sound bath meditations, healing frequencies, Schumann's resonance, music, instruments, and your voice chanting mantras and singing, "You are beautiful. Yes, I'm talking to you." Yes. So, and we will go there. I know I'm going there, even if it's uncomfortable. Clearly, comfort is causing pain. At least that's my reflection today. I have been practicing more saying I'm hurt and I'm angry and I'm sad and I'm happy and I'm scared to someone who has triggered something in me, because I know that's a good thing. It's not a bad thing. It's a good thing. It's a little uncomfortable. I get it. However, the other person is not a mind reader. And a lot of people are unaware of what they say, what they do. And at the end of the day, people don't care. People don't care, right? So you have to care. And using I feel statements will take them out of defensive mode and say, this is, you kind of have to set the table just like you do with spirit. If you don't ask, you don't get. So I practiced this the other day. I said, I bit my tongue a couple weeks ago. I was really angry, and I knew that if I had said what I wanted to say, it would be explosive. So I calmed down, I wrote everything down, and now I want to reflect this to you. A couple weeks ago, this happened. I was feeling this, and I wanted you to know that that hurt me. And the other person was like, I had no idea. I'm sorry. And that's all I needed to hear, because even if you don't get a sorry, you're ridding yourself of judgments and resentments, and resentment causes so much damage. It makes you bitter. And as one of my mentors says, you get better, not bitter. And confrontation is something my ancestors avoided because it would appear as explosive, like I mentioned, uncomfortable. And we don't want to make people angry or feel things. As well, we were getting something out of that relationship, whether it was money or somewhere to live or whatever it was something monetary in value. And if we spoke our truth, then it would be cut out, or we would lose our job, or we would lose a relationship. So that's where that attachment is, and that's where that karma is. So I really am praying that something in this conversation is bringing something up for you that maybe you need to write down. I would love to hear from you. Comment below. I have over 950 pieces of video content on YouTube on pretty much every topic. If I have not, let me know. If you have a story you want to share, reach out to me. If you know somebody, send them my way. I would love to maybe bring back some guests from, over the past 5 years, like my good friend Ray Calnan. She brought me back. Last time I was on her show was in 2019. You can go check her out, Angels and Destiny. She's out of the UK. She's amazing. She does past life and future life regression. So if that's something of interest, go check her out. So really, I just want to talk a little bit more about suppressing and repressing your energy. It is stored in our bodies. It manifests as an illness. We all know that. You know that gut feeling? You all have it. You have spidey senses. The more you dismiss it in your stomach and your solar plexus, the more gut brain issues you will have. Also self-worth issues, also self-esteem issues, and self-love. It's all connected and interconnected. And this energy wants to be released and brought to the surface so it can be healed. So I really want to encourage all of you, no more placating in 2025, no more playing the part, no more illusions, no more being nice, no more. Thank you so much for being a part of this show since 2018. This has been quite the journey. I truly believe this is like a full circle moment for me, as I just turned 51, that this podcast was for me to heal that throat chakra, to heal the solar plexus, to heal the victim and the survivor, to be now empowered. And empowerment is about going outside of the fringes of who you are at a soul level. And we're all here for a reason. We all matter. We all have a purpose. Okay. So I want to inspire all of you to go do that thing. You will resolve and intend to live and be present in each day. Take care.